loaded, most certainly. Yeah, I get it loaded. You just ride the way. If you ride the way, shawty ride the way.
What is going on, gang? It is your boy Solo E, and I am back with another fire scalping video for you guys. I'm actually going to be showing you how you can have such a high win ratio with this wonderful strategy, and I'm actually going to be showing you proof first so you know that this strategy works, and then we're going to get into the strategy, and then from there, guys, let's start all making money together. One more thing, make sure you do me one huge favor. Make sure you like and subscribe to my channel and also to the video, because that shows mad support for me, and also it helps my video boom and grow. So I really appreciate it if y'all can do me that huge favor. So let's go ahead and get straight to the gems. I am currently on my Discord. This is my Discord community, and in my Discord community we give out free signals. We have VIP signals. We call out synthetic indices from boom, crash, VIX. We got indices, Forex, crypto. We have walkthroughs of what we do in the market as far as like what you should expect in the market and so forth. So we got a lot of things going on inside the community for everybody to make money and grow. So what I want to show you guys is actually this week's been the best, one of the best weeks for me in trading that I can remember, because every trade that we took, we had straight winners, and every trade that we did that I end up taking, I end up posting in the VIP chat room as well. So we end up making over about 400 pips with no losses, all wins from indices and Forex. So we're going to talk about these trades, and then we're going to get into the breakdown of the strategy that I was using to make this type of thing happen. So right now we have US 30 that I called out. And the reason why I called out this trade, and I'll explain it more in depth later, but the reason why I called out this trade is because I simply noticed that we were in a support area, for most importantly we're basically in a consolidation zone area. However, when market is in a consolidation zone area, that's a huge benefit for me, because of the way I like to trade is I use Elliott wave and I use Fibonacci very faithfully and heavily when it comes to my trading, scalping, and all of that. Now, even though I use that, the very first thing I do focus on before I actually enter in any trade is price action. Price action needs to tell me that the sellers or the buyers are in the market. So this is a trade that I noticed that we actually had hit this area of resistance, and then on top of that, I knew on a higher scale we were already in a downtrend, completing what we call a wave pattern from Elliott wave, known as an end and diagonal. And then also I noticed that we were still in we're going to get into another impulsive wave after it did a correction, which is an Elliott wave thing that I talk about a lot in my YouTube and also my Discord and my bootcamp and all that stuff. But I noticed that, so I called out that trade, and then we end up smashing TPs. Now we're going to go into the other trades, and I'll break those down too. All right, so here we have it. This is the first trade I end up calling for the week. This was on the 24th of April, and I end up calling we had three TP levels, 1, 2, 3. We did end up smashing all three. However, TP3 did take, I think, almost an entire day just to smash. But the reason on why I called out this trade is, if you guys look at these two trend lines, this is known as a channel, also known as a potential end and diagonal. But I noticed that we were in this end and diagonal pattern, and we completed a impulsive wave. Now, what I mentioned in a lot of my videos is, after an impulsive wave is complete, what will happen is continuation. Continuation can go this way, it can go ascending, descending, it really doesn't matter. I noticed that we were in a good area, one, an order block, two, I also noticed that this was a strong area of support. So I immediately said, all right guys, we're going to go ahead and buy this one. And then my first TP was this first high, second TP was the second high, third TP was this low over here. So we end up smashing those TPs, as you guys see. And then on GBP USD, I end up seeing another opportunity. Now, the reason why I called this trade out is because we broke the trend. Now, why did I call this trade out? Because once again, we have impulse, correction, impulse, and I was looking for a correction. So that's the reason why I called this trade out, because I knew we was done with the impulsive wave. And how do I know this? I usually use Fibonacci to help me, like the extension tool and the retracement tool. So we end up smashing all TPs with that. And then also I called out GBP yen trade, same exact thing. We was done with the impulsive wave. I noticed that market structure told me that market created a new low. It broke the previous low. Also, I noticed price action. We had a double top. We were actually coming off this trend line as well. And then also we got the engulfing candles and everything clicked. So I immediately said we're going to go ahead and sell this. This was a little quick one-on-one trade. We ended up smashing that TP as well. And then I actually ended up calling a gold trade. And the reason why I called this trade is if you guys look closely, we have a simple ABC pattern, a zigzag pattern. ABC pattern is exactly what I said before: impulse, corrective, or you can call it impulse, consolidation, correction, or you can call it impulse again. Impulse, consolidation, impulse, right? And that's basically what we have. So we have 5 waves inside of the A leg, 3 waves inside of the B leg, and then we're going to get another 5 waves inside of the C leg. And then that's what made me call out that trade. I was looking to take it around this bigger trend line because, guys, you got to remember that when you want to use, like when you scalp or you want to use different time frames, they all can correlate together. You just have to really know what to do. And I noticed this is my 1 hour trend. So this 1 hour trend was doing a bigger consolidation. So I was expecting price to come here and it hit all the TPs. So, you know, after that happened, we actually had another GBP yen trade. We were in heavy consolidation. And then I noticed that market was doing a push face to the upside. And then we end up smashing all of those TPs. And then we had another trade that I actually called out to close out Friday, and we end up smashing all TPs. So guys, this is show you that it does work, what I'm about to show you, and how I trade, how you guys can master your trading. And as you see, a lot of these trades are 5-minute entries. As you guys see, I said scout 5 minute, 5 minute. So just to prove to you guys, you know, and you see it here, this is what I do when I do call out signals, so people can see why I am entering in a trade. I don't just like posting, oh, get in, get out, because I want people to actually educate themselves on why this trade is valid, in my opinion. So that being said, guys, we're going to go ahead and go into the live market, and I'm going to be showing you a breakdown of what I look at and how I go forth with everything. So let's go ahead and check it out. All right, so before once again we go into looking at the actual charts, you guys got to understand how this is in the perfect world, so you don't have any mix-ups when we're looking at candlesticks. So being on a 5 minute is a way for you guys to enter in either sniper entries or as a scalper. You can get in and get out. That's probably why a lot of people like to scalp, because you in and out, you make your money quick. Regardless if you're gonna lose it quick, you will know, or if you're gonna make it, you will know you got the bag quick, whatever it is. But here is what it is. So we always start on a higher time frame, no matter what it is. I don't care if you're scalper, intraday, swing trader. Starting on a higher time frame gives you the benefit of knowing where price is heading. It's just like if you were basically going somewhere, you want to know how long it's going to take you. You want to know how to get there and navigate there. You're just not going to just keep opening up a door, opening up a door, open up a door, and hoping that you're there. You want to know when you're going to get there, how long it's going to take you to get there, and how to actually get there without you guessing every time you open that door. You know what I'm saying? So think of it like that. So let's say that on the 4 hour, we notice that price is going up. Perfect. So what that determines is that on the 4 hour, we know we have a powerful uptrend. So we know that market does this all the time, where it does an impulsive wave, does a pullback, and it does a continuation. So now that we understand that market is in an uptrend, eventually we have to keep in mind that market is going to pull back. And I know this scares a lot of people, because what happens is people will want to get in the market here, but they will get nervous because they feel like this is going to be that bigger pullback on the 4 hour. But ways to figure that out is using the fib extension or the fib retracement, which we're going to break down a little bit. So let's say that we know that we are on the 4 hour uptrend. All I then do is determine if this 4 hour uptrend is still a valid uptrend, meaning I can go on a smaller scale and almost figure out when this 4 hour uptrend will end, so I don't get in the trade late or get up the trade right here, because it will pull back. And you guys know this is accurate information. So now what I then do is jump on a smaller time frame and start using my fib points to figure out everything. So all I simply do is see how many waves do we potentially have in this 4 hour trend. So now I'm on a 1 hour and I'm trying to figure out, all right, I see that we got one move to the upside, we have an impulse, we got a pullback, continuation. So that's 3 waves. We have 1, 2, and 3. So after I determine that, I'm like, all right, we need 5 waves in order for this impulsive wave to complete. So let's say that we are in wave 3 in a 1 hour time frame. Now, and let's do this again. because this is going to be it. This is going to be wave 3. Now let's say we're in wave 3. Now on the 1 hour time frame, I'm going to simply wait on 2 things. What I am going to start doing is figuring out my structural levels, my highs, my lows, and if I have any lows or highs in here, I'm gonna just figure that out, because now what I'm gonna then do is go on a 5 minute. So this is the 4 hour right here, and then this is the 1 hour right here, and then this is going to be the 5 minute. So I'm just kind of skipping past some time frames now, but now on the 5 minute, all I'm looking for is some type of double top within here. If I can get that, one thing you could do is maybe draw out the trend line. So let's say that price was doing this. Once you draw out the trend line, once the trend line is breaks, you can then now wait on it to pull back to confirm that this is going to be a valid downtrend by creating what we call a lower high. So let's say that we get the lower high, you guys can then now sell it, and then you can sell it simply to the next zone. Or if you are a zone trader and you want to add one little thing to it, take out the Fibonacci tool. You take the fibs, you drop from the top to the bottom, the most recent high and the most recent low, and wherever you see your -27,618 aligns, that's where you take your profit. Because what happens is, based off Fibonacci, it can almost give you mathematical levels of like human emotions of when the market will reverse. So therefore, let's say that we were to align our fibs from here to here, and we notice our fibs align perfectly with the other structural level that we drew on a 1 hour. So now we're like, all right, maybe market will, you know, do its little move and then come down and hit that. So now once it hits that, what then I am going to do is, I know after an impulsive wave, we're going to get what we call a corrective pattern. Now I want to give a thanks to today's sponsor, which is Margex. Margex is one of the world's leading crypto leverage trading platforms that you guys can literally go on there. Everything is integrated in there. All you got to do is click some buttons and you'll be able to start trading with Margex. Now Margex offers different cryptocurrencies that you guys can trade. I know you are familiar with Bitcoin, Ethereum, but they actually have other options for you guys to trade, and it's actually very simple. I'm gonna show you how you can actually get this process going. So when you guys come in and sign in and log in, you pretty much have access to the entire platform. Now I know a lot of you guys might know TradingView already, but if you don't, TradingView is one of the most user-friendly markups to do your analysis with stocks, cryptocurrencies, anything that you can name. But the fact that Margex has it already integrated in their platform makes it 20 times easier for you to trade. So let's say that you are doing your markups using TradingView, and you can pretty much use everything that you use if you're using the typical TradingView platform, but you have it all integrated here. So what you can do is, once you find a signal or find an actual fair trade, you can simply get in by hitting buy or hitting sell. Another nice thing that they offer is 100x on your account, so you can literally change it every time you decide to get in a trade. So let's say you maybe want to do 100, let's say maybe you want to do 80, 50, 40, 20, or 5. It really doesn't matter. You are able to do whatever it is, and you can pretty much set your own limit on leverage trading. Now the sky's the limit, guys, when it comes to leverage trading. Another nice thing that they offer is a referral program, so you guys can refer people and get up to 40% commissions if you are looking to get people on board. And then once again, the withdrawal process is fairly simple and it's straight to the point. It usually takes within 24 hours to get your withdrawal sent to your USD wallet or crypto wallet or whatever wallet you guys have. But the simple fact is, you guys are able to sign up, and it takes within 5 minutes to get the whole process going. So make sure you sign up. Use the link down below if you guys want to get in tune with Margex. And let's go ahead and get back to the gems, or a range, or you guys call it a pool, whatever you want to call it. It's all essentially the same. So that being said, I just simply wait on that correction. From here, I determine if the market is still going to continue down, or if it's not, I will simply see some type of reaction with structure not breaking, which will create these price action patterns like double tops, double bottoms, and all of that. And then let's say I do get a double bottom with an engulfing candle or wick rejections at the bottom, I'm gonna buy it. And then now guess where I'm buying it to? I am now going to take this wave all the way up here, because now I know on the 4 hour, yes, we're still in the uptrend. On the 4 hour, this is what it's gonna look like. Remember, you have 5 waves inside of the A leg. Remember, I told you guys in a lot of my videos, if you haven't watched any, please rewind, watch a couple of videos. But in the A leg, you have 5 waves. In the B leg, you have 3 waves. In the C leg, you got 5 waves. So I know that we still got more movement to the upside. So I'm gonna still go ahead and take my buy, and then once I take my buy, you know, once we hit wave 5, I am then going to be looking on that bigger move. So for you guys, you can pretty much determine when to get in, when not to get in by going on a smaller scale, and that's how you master that. So let's go ahead and look at the live market so I can show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so we are looking at the live market, and I'm just going to show you guys exactly what I'm saying. So remember, I said market has to do an impulsive wave, correction, and an impulsive wave. The correction has 3 waves essentially. Now yes, inside of that you can get 5 legs, 5 waves, you can get more, but just understand a very bare minimum first, and then you can start mastering everything else. So you basically need to do a couple things. On the 4 hour, I'll start to look for my high levels, my low levels. I want to still look for structure. I want to look for the most recent low and the most recent high. The most recent low on the 4 hour scale is this area here, and then the most recent high is this area here. So why is this going to be accurate to me? Because when I go on a smaller scale, I have a foundation of knowing that when market comes to this area, something should happen. Rather, if it's going to break, if it does, it's going to usually be a big breakout, or it's going to respect this and it's going to start going the other way. So we got to figure out which direction it's going to be. The only way we would know that is with price action telling us. So that being said, now we know what market was up, but now we know market is going down. However, you guys got to keep in mind that this bigger pool can look just like this. Remember, I said market does this all day. Zigzags, A, B, and it could be like that. A lot of you guys would think that, oh, since market broke this trend line, for my trend line traders, y'all think that market is going to go here and go down. For my zone traders, you might have the same concept as me, because you're looking at it like, well, market can hit here and then go up and then maybe react off this level and then do some consolidation, and then that can happen. But all I know is we're just looking in a moment right now. So we know that market is in an uptrend, okay? But on a smaller scale, we know we are making new lows. So let's now jump on a 1 hour and start to see what market is telling us. So at this moment, we know we are in consolidation because we had a very intense impulsive wave. If we go back on a 4 hour time frame, you guys would clearly see that we had this impulsive wave here. So if you guys pay close attention, we have a potential ABC pattern. ABC pattern, like what I said, will be the A leg has 5 waves, the B leg has 3 waves, and the C leg has 5 waves. So let's start doing our measurements. So now we go into 1 hour and we can start measuring the charts up. So I like to draw out patterns, trend lines to figure out patterns and everything like that. Like what I said, the B leg has 3 waves. Usually sometimes what happens is market can do 1, 2, and then 3, or sometimes it will do a range in motion where it'll just be like this, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now that does get very difficult of figuring out which way it would go, but the best way for you guys to know is when it breaks your structure. That's when you can get in the market. So don't try to guess the game, just wait for it to break structure. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this is actually 5 moves, but if you was to look at it this way, you have 1, 2, and 3. So regardless, like I said, you can look at it the same exact way, it doesn't matter. So then now the bigger picture is this whole move here, potentially from this high to this most recent low, because this is where the consolidation started. So then now I see that my -27 is aligning with that support level that we drew on the 4 hour. It's actually in between the -27 and the 618. So I am looking to take TP around somewhere around here. So all I'm gonna simply do is, if anybody that wants to stay on a 1 hour, you can, but we're just gonna jump straight to the 5 minute, because now in the 5 minute or 1 hour, I establish everything and everything makes sense. So now in the 5 minute, I'm looking for entries. I'm looking for the exact same thing I would look for on the 1 hour or 4 hour. Look here, we have another potential ABC pattern, A, B, and then a C. So for my scalpers, this is how we scalp. We have a correction going on, 1, 2, and 3. After the correction, you usually get the bounce to go out, but we have to figure out first if the market is ready to sell, and we just wait for selling power. So let's say we wanted to scalp this move from here to here, we can then take TP here and expect price to reverse again to continue to go further down. So let's just go ahead and wait to see what we get. So guess what, guys? We got an engulfing candle right here. So this is an opportunity for you guys to scalp. So let's say that you want us to take a scalp move. You can put your stop loss a couple pips out from here. You can take your scalp move to this first TP and all the way down to the second TP. We're actually going to ride this one further down to these levels here, because this is where you guys can now come in as a sniper and look for these type of entries. But as a scalper, honestly guys, I'm in and out, so I'd rather just take my TP here and then enter after another retracement or consolidation happens. But let's go ahead and play this one through and see what happens. So as you guys see, we already had hit TP1, we're looking to hit TP2, and then boom, we smashed TP2. Now price is still riding down, which is cool. And then it looks like we now smashed the bigger TP. So now that we smashed the bigger TP, expect the bigger move to happen, because now we're going to go back on a 1 hour real fast. So now we on a 1 hour, we can see that clearly this is an impulsive move. An impulsive move is when price is moving twice as fast as a corrective pattern or as a corrective wave. So now since we hit this first TP, we can kind of just take out our profit now, or we can ride it to the second TP. However, like I say, you want to be cautious because of this area here. This is the low, so we got to still be cautious, but if we want to ride it, we can. However, I do know that we're going to start getting some pullback because we had hit this Fibonacci level. But as you see, price is still hitting down, and we can now start expecting a reversal soon. So then now what I like to do is once price hits these TP levels, I just wait, guys. There's no reason for me to force anything. I just simply wait to see what price is telling me. I still see prices telling me it's still strong for sellers, and then we start getting these moves to the upside with these engulfing candles, and that's when we can start looking for buying setups. But you don't look for a buying setup until you see price break out of that previous structure, pull back, and then you get another engulfing, and then you can buy, and then you can get in again. If you guys haven't watched my price action video, please watch that, because that will literally tell you guys everything. And if we were to do it that way, you guys will see market broke out, retest it with this engulfing candle, and then you could re-enter here, because now guess what, this is going to be an impulsive wave, boom, and then we're going to get a pull, and then boom. Now like I say guys, how I figure out when these impulsive waves can end, I usually take the fib retracement and figure out these corrective patterns. So guys, it can get complicated if you want to make it complicated, but guys, it can be very simple if you make it very simple on what I just explained in this video. And I kid you not guys, try to follow this. You will have a very successful win ratio, as I just proved it to you guys in our Discord community. And that being said guys, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube once again. Follow me on Instagram, The Real Solo E. That is my only Instagram. No other fakes. Well, there are a lot of fakes out there, but The Real Solo E is my Instagram. Make sure you guys follow that. And I appreciate the love and support, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace. Take care.